are on. Welcome back. We've got Medieval Dynasty, the big 5-0 today. If you remember, we were kind of really knocking out some missions, working on, that Dynasty rep for the expansion. I do want to finish this last mission for this season, and then, again, I said I don't want to do, like back-to-back episodes of just grinding out missions, but I do want to finish this one off. And then we'll probably do a little cut. We'll get back to town. And I want to... I'm thinking we're going to do maybe some decorating, right? So we'll kind of, maybe we'll look in the livestock area and we'll kind of concentrate on like really bringing that to life. I think the big thing with decorating in this game is, I like to do like chunks of it, I guess, at a time, if that makes sense. Let's talk to Nadine here, and then we'll get back to that. All right, why are you disturbing me? I didn't call for your company. I just wanted to ask you about the old axe stands out from the other tools. The old tap needles to the head, try not to hurt yourself, down a barber surgeon. I'm gonna sew you up, now leave me alone. I know how to swing an axe. I want to ask you about this one. Why me? Promise to do so. We found an axe that could belong to one of your people. You're the expert in this field, of course. Yeah, let's talk him up a little bit. Only damn fool loose sell his heirloom. We treat our tools with great deliberation. It can either wear down during work or be passed down when you die. There is no other option. Okay. How can you be familiar with the principal rules of our society and bored with this conversation? Man, this guy kind of sucks. There's a boar symbol on the head of the axe. He's very rusty, but maybe you know who it belongs to. Cannot be. That's a fake. It's outrageous. Give me that weapon at once. So you do recognize it. Of course I do. It's mine, but how could it be? Oh, I know it must be their fault. I'm sure of it. Washmir's men, they must have stolen it. Now don't play any games and give it back. Not so fast. First tell me why it would end up in the cottage of a missing hunter deep in the woods. Oh, I didn't know that. Stop pushing your luck too far. A rusty axe will end up in your skull. Wow, I bet it's still sharp enough. Even if I wanted to give it back, a piece of iron belongs to the heir. Yeah, let's do that one. Calm down. Man, this guy he's a cranky guy. Curse that bastard, he's too my wipes on our spot. Should show that, oh, behind it. This cursed family will never stop tormenting me. It had enough. Be gone, worm. Maybe we'll talk some more when you calm down. Alright, so, there it is. The wait for next season. Oh, the other thing I want to do is lighting. Maybe if we really power through the decorating of the stables and the pigsties and all that crap, we'll get into a little bit of lighting in the village. I don't want to do torches. I want to do the lantern things, but we'll kind of see. So, yeah, just a quick little finish up to that. I'm gonna bring everybody back here in a second, and we'll be on to the morning of the next day, and we will get into some bringing those livestock areas to life a bit, I think. So I will see everybody in a second. Okay, my bad, everybody. All right, we're coming back into town. So what happened was, it didn't say wait till next season, it said wait till next noon. So I stayed here in the village until noon. I collected like berries and straw and stuff. And when I looked at the map, right, it shows like the temp in the left-hand side, which Zelda pointed out because I didn't know that in all the hours I'd played this. But then it also shows like the day and the time. Well, I waited till noon, nothing happened. I went all the way back to town, and I was just about to hit record, and then apparently at 1400, that's noon to these people. So at 1400, it switched over. So now I came all the way back. Now we'll see if we can kind of finish this up to the point where we can get to the wait till next season deal. And I promise after this, once we get to that point, we'll do another cut, we'll go back to town, and then we'll see if we can, if we can keep going. Alright, so we are talking to this guy? That's not... Okay, now we're talking to him. Here it is. Alright, took me a while to go over the findings. They brought all the memories back. My father's been missing for years, and I was sure he was gone for good, but at that moment I felt like I just lost him that day. It just shows how much he meant to you. Father, to come for me, I'll manage, spend some time alone, maybe calm down, clear my head. How about you? Did you learn anything from Uncle Needon? Yeah, he was reluctant. Kind of a butthole. A rusty weapon is his. Hard to imagine what can make him leave it there. He'd lose his hand, lose grip on the handle. I don't know. He instantly became furious and claimed the hunter stole it from him. But he could just be angry that you reminded him of losing it. would be considered a great disgrace if he simply misplaced the axe. Did he share anything else? Not much besides grunting, threatening, and finding your mother to be the root of all evil. My mother, why would he say that? Well, he might think she's responsible for every action. He still views me as a child who can't wipe his own arse without mom's help. You have something in common because that's exactly how he described you. He's useless. What a good friend my family once. He was a good friend to the family once, but that's long gone, completely forsaken. When my father went missing, whatever, I didn't need him then, I don't need him now. Let's forget about him. I have a delicate matter for you. There's a renowned barber surgeon residing in the main city. His name is Setowin. Yep, we know him. Man has vast knowledge on any subject I can imagine. I witnessed him putting together a badly broken leg of one of our villagers. Can't deny him that. He's known to put a lot of people on their feet. Establishment, yep. Here, take my faith, the remains. Bring them to the medic and let him examine them. I want to be sure what they are and learn more about the cause of his death. I can give it a try. Of course, whatever you need. Alright, now we gotta go talk to Setowin. Alright, luckily we can just fast travel there. Yeah, sorry, I know I really don't want to do like back-to-back mission episodes. I don't want it to get like dull for anybody. At the same time, I really want to kind of power through these while we're still in summer. That way when it turns to fall, you know, these wait till next season deals, we can kind of, right, get them all accomplished at once.
Hello.
Alright, we're going to Piastovia. And we're here. Alright, let's go find our guy. Kind of a longer quest here, which, you know, it's pretty cool. The quests in this game are a lot better than they used to be. They used to be like the old school quest of go and find this, and it was pretty boring. These at least have a little bit of oomph to them. Everything all right? My friend entrusted me with an unusual request regarding human remains. I might be the only person in the world hit by nostalgia some of these words. Even the forsaken order that accompanied my experiments seems pleasant in my memories. Bloody ignorance, always have to ruin everything. Forgive me, I'm babbling. Where's the body? I have a bundle of remains. Quite disappointing, not much to examine here. I was expecting something more fresh than a dried fossil. We've come a long way and wouldn't want to go in vain. The femur bone is quite long, and its head is thick. It's almost certainly a man's bone, but its state is awful. There are several deep cuts and blunt markings. I'd say this came from sturdy hands of a crude butcher. Someone took tremendous care to ensure he wouldn't survive. Judging by the condition of the pieces, it was a middle-aged individual. However, the remains themselves are not old. The man was still alive several years ago. Let's hope you didn't dig up somebody you murdered yourself. Kind of behavior treated to have this recipe for a potion. No, that won't be necessary. I got precisely what I came for. Thank you, sir. Oh, kid, Jesus. Alright, so now we're gonna go back and deliver to Yerlpek. Let's kind of see what he says about what the doc said. Crap, what is this? Clonica, right? Yeah.
Sure. Hello there.
Clonica. Let's go. And we're back. Alright, let's take old Pinkie Pie over there. Man, when I was going back and forth between like here and the town, I hit a frickin' tree stump like that going about Mach 3 and I went like 800 feet. Poor horse never saw it coming. Neither did I. It was a good ragdoll though. Alright, buddy. It's good to see you. Blah, blah, blah. Surgeon, alright. The bones belong to a middle-aged man, and they're a few years old. Right now, the remains of my father, location findings from this. You can hand them over to me. I should return them to my mother as soon as I can. She got furious when she learned that I had lent them to somebody. Here you go. With pleasure, they belong to your family. Don't blame her for her reaction. I've opened an old wound and came close to an act of profanation. She has suffered enough loss in her life, yet there was something different in my mother's behavior this time. She may have been confused or enraged, but she never had this question. These were his bones. What's more, she even threatened to bring justice to father's murderers. I was almost sure that my father froze to death in the wild. No one ever told me the truth. At least Setowin mentioned my father's cause of death. He did. He was pretty sure about that. Setowin found deep cuts in the bones and claimed that brute force was used to end your father's life. True, after all, deep wounds, great force, bloody axe, hidden body. This pattern is more clear and trace of blood, bleeding doe running through a snowy forest. You can come with me. I wish to confront this traitor. I'm right behind you. Oh man, here we go. So I'm guessing he's thinking his uncle knocked off his father, which would be pretty sad. Yeah, let's hope. I kind of hope this wraps up pretty quick. I want to get back to the village, and we got what, 2 more days of summer? And I want to knock out some of that stuff. All right, listen to conversation. Too many to leave me alone. Talk to one of your friends, all of them are nothing but beggars and scandal mongers. Don't want to waste my time on crap. Forest give, forest takes. Save it, your time is not wasted, but it's almost over in this village. Yeah, you might want to leave there, kid. Get out of my house, you brat. It's kind of weird there's no, like, listen to what I have to say, murderer. Ooh. What's your reply? You better watch. Went to the cottage, woods, found your axe rusted, covered in blood. I know what you did. They've stolen it from me, damn hunters. They always... Cut the bullshit. We found his chopped up bones near the cavern. You killed my father. You went home, and if more lies, look in my eyes, looking at me. Ooh, see, you didn't do it. He's getting upset. You grew up so quickly. Supposed to be your best friend, and you butchered him. I never... Yes, I did. Oh, jeez. Why? I didn't mean to. At least I didn't think I didn't. That whole night's a big blur, a hazy nightmare. Interesting. Went out drinking in the blizzard, argued a bit, but I was so hammered. Oh. When I woke up, I had a splitting headache, could barely see. This was all smelly. I noticed first, then I saw the red. Everything was red, and my brother laid still in its center. Ugh. Man. You second May. I don't blame you. I love myself from that day as well. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can say in my defense. Fair enough. Can't even look at you right now, but you'll pay for what you've done. Don't try to run. There's no place in the realm I won't hunt you down. Oh, man. Alright, let's talk to the guy here. Need to speak with my mother. I'm terribly sorry. Anything I need to help, don't hesitate to ask. So much to check on Needon's ex-wife. She deserves to know the truth. Oh, man. We're still going. Is she in the house? No, she must be out back. Alright, yup. Get over there. Yeah. Where is she at? Oh, is this her house? Nice little area. Kind of like how they did that. Okay. Alright, good day to you. Straight face, tell me something bothering you. You need a potions, herbs, all of a sudden. No time. There's no need for that. What brings you in then? You're the former wife of Nadine. I bring grave news. I'm the unfortunate one. Not surprised he again reminds me of his existence. It's bothering this brute this time. It's about ripping seams in his boots because he slipped on the way to work. Spreading onions sitting in the house. That big baby always says is afraid to bath. It's more serious. He's admit to killing Mortimer and hiding his butchered body a few years ago. That's him in all his glory. I have some stew in the cauldron. What? You don't seem very moved. Yeah. As for the news you bring, Nina is long dead to me. There's nothing more you can do to make test him even more, even both of them. What do you mean by both of them? They deserved each other. They used to disappear for long escapades and hide, robbed goods in the forest, constantly drunk, for the most part overconfident. Oh. Tried to reach out to the good side, but I couldn't change him. One day he stopped drinking. There was hope, I thought, but from that time on, living with him became unbearable. It's funny to think that in the end I preferred him in the numb state. The day he sobered up and started raising his fist, I realized I wasn't waiting for his. For my own incentive to change, I moved out with any regrets. without any regrets. To my surprise, instead of his insanity, he managed to do some things right. It's his children, all of them. They're precious gems, skilled, clever, kind-hearted. They will survive fine without him. Okay. Made the right choice. Take care. Wait, something else you should know. I might even have some writings. Where did I put them? Let me browse through my things. In the meantime, bring me some water from the river. I have a good fresh water spot up the river, not far from my hut. Go. My potion's about to boil away. Okay. Oh, man, it's getting dark. Sorry. Where's this water spot? It's kind of weird. There's like a water spot. If it gets too dark, I'll probably sleep for the night and try to figure this out in the morning. Clean water spot. Check. Number of containers storing water. No doubt it's a place where the herbalist draws the water to work. A few steps away from it, take a closer look. Here's cleaner than downstream, where locals pour their filth. Another herbalist takes water for potions. Yep. Grab one of the buckets, fill it with fresh water. Okay, the water should suffice. Leave the water collection spots. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can kind of continue on, or otherwise people are going to start going to sleep pretty soon. Thank you for the water. I hope you didn't hurt your back. Alright, I've gathered the scribblings in my thoughts. Everyone in the village can clearly call it the doing day the great blizzard struck. For instance, was cooking a special mushroom soup and was paid unexpected visit by no one but Wojmir. One of the last people to speak while Emily is alive. Now that I think about it anyway, the hunter came with an unusual request. He declared proudly that it's time he got himself another heir and asked me with a beaming smile on his face for some more fertility infusion. I didn't know they had such problems. Me either. Wojmir mentioned that infusion helped him and his wife once before when they almost lost all hope. And then baby was born, healthy and strong. Slava supposedly praised the medicine for working miracles. There was just one problem in that story. An infusion, that kind doesn't exist, or at least I've never heard about it. Slava indeed visited me frequently before her son was born, but I usually provided her with herbal concoction to help her calm down and sleep at night. I was probably not happy to hear that. He instantly turned pale as a ghost and refused to see anything else. He then left my workshop and headed home. I assume he had a lot of explaining to do with his wife. When I woke up the next day, he was already missing and had to set up in snowy woods. Losing his best companion tore Nina apart, yet another step to his demise, but there was something more. The final straw besides the sudden decision to give up drinking were some unburnt fragments of parchment I found in the hearth of our house. Since Ian's fate is almost certainly sealed now, I won't need those shreds of notes anymore. They may shed some light on the village leaders. They're paragons of virtue. Alright, you've kept these secrets for years. Thank you. Be well. Old burnt notes. Okay, it's getting super dark. Let's go... where the heck are we? What I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to the campsite and we'll sleep for the night. And then we'll pick this up in the morning. Hopefully we can finish it up.
Move on.
The story is actually quite interesting. Alright. My fire's still over here. I hope somewhere. Can't see it. Where are you, fire? Oh, looks like we're building. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Alright. Let's sleep to the next day. A little rainy out here today. Alright. Let's go ask about these notes. Man, doesn't it feel like... it feels like a while since we've been in the village. Just been running around a lot. You know, that's okay too. Get to see kind of the other parts of this game for a lot of people that haven't experienced them. Alright, so, oh, what the... Ask Slava about the notes. Okay. Are we not... okay. Guess we're gonna talk to him right away. Good to see you, friend. What are you doing here? Where's your brother? Where's Slava? Oh. So many questions. My brother's preparing for our departure. We're moving to more prosperous realms. Did you say you were fine in the wild, far from society? Getting more and more visitors, both hunters and bandits. Not the peaceful life we wanted. I brought some more supplies to sell. We can't carry as much anyway. I hope to meet the leader of the village, but these local cheapskates say they went north some time ago. Just call bad luck. We must have missed her on the way. I want to ask for permission to sell. I wish to do it. Nice and legally, the place with a clean record. You know, I wouldn't have any authority to stand our tail. Thanks for helping. Call it even. You're my friend. Okie dokie. Look for Slawa to the north of Klonika. Man, I don't know if I've done this quest before. A lot of this doesn't seem familiar. What probably happened was in our co-op playthrough, Brick did this as well. Yeah, hopefully everybody's kind of enjoying the quest. If we have time, like I said, we will for sure be doing some decorating of the livestock area next. Hopefully we can still get to it this episode. You know, if not, I apologize. I'm not trying to steer anybody the wrong way. Yep. Alright, talk to Slough. Quest complete? Did I get some... Okay, no, we're continuing on here. Alright, Wojmir finally rests in peace, along with belongings and wretched accident in his life, just put an end to your snooping where you weren't supposed to. Oh. I won't forget what an insult you're running around and my late husband's remains was. Family and local authority carried in a bag like a mere item. What makes you the paragon of respect and honor? You are living in the web of lies? Yeah, let's go with that. Spent years trying to bring law and order to the village, finding a thread of understanding between half-feral hunters and simple-minded lumberjacks. Required harsh measures, impossible decisions. You have no idea what it takes to be a true leader. But he knew what triggered Wojmir's departure. He was looking for a remedy from the herbalist, which he picked up. That foul herb lady tell you this. She drinks too many of her potions, speaks out of her mind. Needham did well to leave that lunatic. Here's a little about her opinion as I do about yours. We're done here. Go back to your hole or wherever you nest. Wow. No need for medicine. You weren't a barren wench after all, as Wojmir used to call you and blame you for all his failures. How about the man that didn't rise the challenge? Let's go with that one. That's absurd. What do you tell you? This man's word means nothing. So basically the other guy, I said that he was the one hanging out with her. I stumbled upon some interesting writings is all. How dare you give me that back? Gerald should know his real father as he deserves to know. Tell him the truth or I will. Yeah. Silence. I'll distract him for preparation. He's become the leader of this village at all costs. He's always better than Wojmir in every way. His father was a disappointment. Stop bringing him back. Unmatched hunter, yes, but he lacked in every other area. Even as a husband, how was I supposed to wait until I am withered and barren? Did what I needed to. The boy was born strong. Village lineage secure. Oh, wow. She's, yeah. Knowing he had a promising heir, all because of my sacrifice. A hero, even. All I want is for my child to be better than him. Wojmir didn't have any sense of leadership in him. He could manage the risky hunting expedition, but he couldn't either handle that. His people's everyday needs. He was almost never here when his people needed him. When I needed him, it wasn't long before everyone's hopes rested on my shoulders. Needon, on the other hand, may not be the brightest, but I could always count on him. He was near when I needed him, at least until that cursed winter night when Wojmir figured out the truth, what really happened. Wojmir was furious. I had never witnessed such ferocity in him. He rushed at me and nearly choked the life out of me. But even his rage, he wasn't that kind of man, so he released me, ran to the woods. Took me a while to come to my senses. I then immediately alarmed Needon. We were still good friends and respected comrades after all. That was part of me that fooled myself into thinking that this fire could be put out. Ugh. Oh, man, a lot of reading. Time went by and none of them returned. I could not stand waiting any longer and followed their fresh trail in the snow. I had no doubts about where Wojmir was going. His cottage in the woods, the safe spot, was a pretty obvious choice. I reached the building only to encounter a most pitiful sight. Two prominent leaders hammered, drunk, in deep argument. Wojmir could barely stand straight, while Needon was on all fours. Before I could even speak, Wojmir raised his axe, babbling something about justice. I didn't know what to do. I just acted. I threw myself between the two, who were both a part of my life. I grabbed Wojmir's wrist as he was about to split Needon's skull in half with the woodcutter's own axe. I'll spare you the rest. As I wish to never realize it again, that day I prevented my son from becoming an orphan. You made a choice. I do not know what happened afterwards. I ran and ran, leaving this wretched place behind. No matter what I did, only one of them would leave that place alive. There's no question. Needon returned the next day, believed he was responsible for his friend's death. Could not reason with him in any way. He became withdrawn and half dead inside. Soon after, I had to take over as leader of our village. Never brought up the Stark event, and it stayed like that until you came along. You're a unique bunch. No regrets. I worked hard to wash the blood off my hands. Just please don't make my son see me as a monster. This would kill me. Only time will tell what he sees you as. Yeah, I guess. You learned what you wanted, now leave me be. Man. That is some crazy stuff going on. The old family drama is pretty real with these guys. Oh, let's see. Alright, let's find our guy. See how this goes. Oh, what's up, buddy? Got more good news for you. I'm just going to tell you in the middle of all these people. Oh, if that little kid gets stuck on me. Alright, it's good to see you, friend. I'm waiting my mother's turn inside the curse, Neenan. Presence, torture, pain. Alright, I think you might want to reconsider your actions. I spoke with your mother. She and Nadine were both involved in the death. They knew the hunter went and how he met his end all along. How's that? More lies and secrets? When will it all come to an end? So, what now? Is she even my mother, or was I dropped at my parents' door? I'm afraid you're not far off. Slaw and Needham had an affair before you were born. I'm sorry, but Wojmir's not your real father. This brute, I'm nothing like him. You didn't feel like a son of the hunter either. I'm terribly sorry. You deserve better. I don't care about this anymore. Whoever fathered me doesn't get any credit. Miralpek and I make my own choices. The first one will be clearing this mess. It's time my mother passed leadership on to me. After all, she has never been officially sworn in, but merely fulfilled the duties of a missing chieftain. The time is right since I'm entering adulthood next season. Your aid has been much value to me. I respect your opinions, so do me one last favor and tell me what you would do in my position. Oh, here we go. Slough is the main source of your problems. Your mother hasn't been honest with you for years. In order for people to respect you and follow you as the new leader, you should cut ties with her. Ugh, your mother's intentions may have not been particular cause shield midden, and this one turned Needham's life like into nothing but sorrow. The man deserves a second chance. Forgive and move on. Your mother has been praying. Okay, sure. Let's go with that one. Thank you for the advice. I'll consider it. I'll never thank you enough for your help. Need some time to make decisions. We'll speak again. Be careful and good luck. Holy cow, there it is. Oh, lady, that's my horse. So we've got the wait till next season is finally upon us. Alright, well here's what we're going to do. I think that's about half of our episode right there, just me reading stuff. So, apologize, I do try to read kind of fast so it doesn't take forever. I am going to run back to town. And we will get into a little bit of the livestock decorating for the last half of the episode. And then that should lead us into fall, where we'll probably start our next episode off. So I will be back in 1 second. Okay, we are back. Let's get into some decorating. Kind of a crappy rainy day, but I think what I might do at the beginning of the episode, I might just put up like a text that tells people, hey, warning, the next 25 minutes involve a buttload of reading. Alright, so we got some workstations, right? And what I kind of like doing is, like, you know, if I put like a little tub in here, right? It kind of, you know, gives me the feeling of, you know, it's like a little watering station. And then there's other cool stuff we can put in here too, so... Like, obviously the farming workstation is a good one. We got these hay piles, right? Should we unlock one of them? Kind of like throwing some of these bad boys around. Put a couple of those in there. Right. So yeah, nothing too crazy, but I think it kind of gives it a little bit of life. And then let's see, what else is there? You know, like we can throw some kind of like sacks along the side, which does take linen fabric, which kind of sucks. So I don't want to do too many of them, but... Alright, like say we put a little Maybe we'll throw a sack right there. I do want to eventually, and I'll go fill that up in a little bit. What else do we got? Not fishing. Lumberjack stations are okay, right? Like you can kind of put some wood around. Hunting stations are actually kind of mean, right? Like the goat skin tanning rack, like over by the goat pen. Throw that bad boy down just to like put the fear of death in them in case they're messing about. What's this one? That's a laundry station. Right, and we got some other ones too, like we can throw... Oh, let's see, like we can throw a compost bin down. That looks kind of cool. We'll put one of them on the side here. It's kind of like a... Looks like a little piggy feeding area, kind of, I guess. You can kind of think of it that way. Yeah, you know, nothing too crazy, but I kind of like the way it adds to it a little bit. So let's throw some more stuff like that around here. Maybe we'll put a little, just a little medium one in here for the donkeys. Those donkeys walking around. Right, and then like the chicken coop. You know, I kind of think they would have maybe like a little small hay pile over here. And the same thing with the geese. Do we want to put... I mean, I don't think we want to put a defeathering station right in there, kind of where the chickens are living, but... Right, and we got all of our sheep here, so let's put another tub in here. Oh no, I'm too far away from the resource storage. So let's grab some planks and straw. And then where our stable is, I'm actually gonna put up, where is it? So we're gonna buy this. I think this is the one I like here, so that's just sticks. Let's go grab some sticks real quick. We'll put that one up while we're here. And then we'll go grab a bunch of planks and straw. While I'm doing this, if you noticed in that top right-hand corner, we're just about there. Probably off camera, what I'll do is I'll make a bunch of planks. And then I think we'll start off our next episode by knocking out that quest. And either we'll roll into fall this episode towards the end, or maybe to start the next episode. And then we'll turn in that quest, and we can kind of get to some of our other quests. Let's see, how many sticks did I need for that? I don't remember. How many do I have on me? 19, that should be enough. So what we can do here... Let's get that. Right, so we can kind of put this in right about... Or I could put it like on this side. Maybe that's how I used to do it. Otherwise, the other option is... Oops, that's not one. I thought one of these was kind of bigger than the other one. Let me grab one more stick. We'll kind of compare and see. Getting our stick laying around here. Kind of like the square one, I think. I usually put that in. Yeah, I mean the round one looks okay too. But we got the round one in kind of where the town people are, so we'll do... We'll do a arched one. The other thing I was thinking of kind of doing is, right, so, you know, just little walkway into the stable looks kind of nice. Now, do we want to do that for all of them? I mean, it's kind of cool looking. It might be something, you know, we could do at all of them to kind of give them a little bit more life. Yeah, let's go grab some more planks and straw. And then maybe we'll grab some sticks. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I used to do it just at the horses one, but maybe we could put that in on all of them, so it'll kind of show like the walkway into all of our animal husbandry things. But yeah, like I said, nothing too crazy. Just kind of some base level decorations. As maybe we get some more ideas, you know, we can add to it. But another thing we got to decorate is the market here. Oh, and before we end the episode, I'll kind of show what I did over at the tavern. It's a little more involved. But like, what did I say? We're gonna grab. We'll just bring it all back. Grab a bunch of sticks, and then planks. Let's grab some planks so we can put up some of those tubs. And off camera, what I'll do is I'll fill them up with water. I think everyone kind of gets the idea of what we're doing. All right. Okay, so see how close we can get that bad boy. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Kind of like that. It gives you a nice little walkway into where you're working. So we put some hay down for these guys. Right, and this is I think this is one of the fun parts about this game is I like to hit up certain spots, throw some decorations in, and then oh, workday must be done. As we move along, you know, like I'll have more ideas and we'll add to it, or if people have other really cool things they've done, you know, like kind of leave me your decoration recommendations, because I'm not very creative. That is not one of my strong suits. But yeah, anything that kind of make it come to life a little more, I think is kind of cool. Okay, got that one up, and I did want to throw in, so I've got all these sheep. I want to give them a little, let's put them in a watering bucket. They can grab some water, maybe we'll throw that one right there. And then farming workstations, maybe we'll throw a little hay pile over there for them. And we'll throw a big one, maybe kind of over here in the corner. Nice. And then I think we'll put. I know we need this straw for other things, but it's not a ton. And I did grab like. You know, I did grab a bunch of. Straw while I was waiting for all the fun stuff to happen down there. Alright, let's do another archway leading into where the cows are. Okay. And then right, I think our cows are gonna need something to take a drink. Maybe like right there. And then we'll put in a couple of haystacks for these guys to play around with and eat. Oh, and actually that's right, these are combined, so we'll put one over there. Alright. So, like I said, nothing too crazy. As ideas come, you know, like maybe we'll put some flower pots in front of like where they walk, you know, like we could put a flower pot down like right there and right there, make it kind of look nice. But I don't know, ideas kind of come to me as we're playing. But again, in the comments, if there's something cool that you do, you know, let me know. But I kind of wanted to keep it pretty basic. I do want people to kind of have a little ownership. If there's something cool you want me to throw in there, let me know. I think that'd be pretty neat. All right. Yeah. It looks a little better than it did. Right? Kind of got all the entranceways now. Let's go, before we end the episode, I think we got a couple minutes left in this one. I want to go and show everybody.
Whoa.
I think we'll save the lighting. Maybe we'll have more lighting in kind of its own episode thing. But here's what I did to the tavern. So nothing too crazy, but what I did was I walked, or the walkway, I lined with flowers. So people aren't getting stuck there anymore, which was kind of my intent. And then I basically just, you know, continued the walkway on, and then I added more fencing here, right? So I've seen people go in here. They do go in there. But yeah, it's kind of all closed off, so people will walk on up here, and you can see the tavern's hopping pretty good, right? Still got that sweet view off the back. So yeah, that was kind of the little part I kind of worked on off camera. But yeah, you can kind of let me know what you think, and like I said, all the decorations. If you have any ideas, let me know, and we'll try to make it happen on the episode. Because what I like to do, I know I've said it a couple times now, is I'll take certain parts and we'll focus on that part. Otherwise, it just kind of gets too long and dragged out. But yeah, lighting wise, what I'm thinking is I like these, right? And they take wool thread, but we're getting the wool thread kind of coming in pretty good. But I'm thinking, at like some of these like main street corners, we can, get some nice lighting going on. Really, usually what I do is I have the light kind of on the edge of the road, so I'd put one right there. And should we put one in so you can kind of see what it looks like? Yeah. So again, nothing too crazy, and we gotta be careful. The lighting will slow the game down. That's kind of one of the reasons why I have stuff spread out a little bit more. But I'm thinking, a few street lamps going down the main road. And then what we got to think about, and this will probably be like its whole episode, is, I have started putting some of the lights on the houses, right? I like how that looks. And obviously the houses, we got way more decorating to do. Like one of the cool things we can do, what I like doing with all the houses is I'll put up, on the wall, I like to put up these planters, right? So we can buy that. But we'll put a planter up there, and then when you decorate it, it's easy, right? Like you just pull the flowers from, and then you get a little kind of thing on the edge of the house there. And I like putting those on the windows. And then the other thing we can do is we can put in shutters, right? Which this will start chewing at our iron, so I'm gonna wait a little bit, but you can kind of see, it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe if at this angle you can see a little better, but see how it adds like a shutters thing to the windows. So yeah, that'll be, I don't know how we're gonna do that. In the future, maybe we'll just have like a big house decorating episode, and if people are interested in that, it'll be just a nice long episode of decorating the houses and making them look a little different. But you see how we have this, I know it's getting dark, but see how there's like this long runway here? I think it'd be cool to do something here. And I know I go to the cherry trees a lot, but I wonder if we put like a row or 2 rows of cherry trees, and then in the middle, there was like an empty space, and we put just like decorations there. So almost like it's like this big long walkway. We'll put a road in between it, because I think it's straight enough that we could do that. But again, I'm just thinking of, episodes down the road. I think that might be something pretty cool that we could do together. So, kind of keeping that in the back of my mind. But yeah, it's getting really dark now. But that kind of shows off, the lighting adds a lot to it. And having it stretched out like this, I'm hoping we can add a fair amount of lighting to where we don't see any frame rate issues. Right, because like these things aren't the brightest thing in the world, but if we throw a couple on each side, I think that'll bring it to life a little bit more. So, yep, I think though that's gonna be it for today's episode. So again, we'll see how I kind of do it. I'll probably put a disclaimer. The first 20-some minutes are just a lot of reading, and then we'll get into some more of the normal stuff. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you got any cool comments on stuff that you've kind of done, or cool ideas that you want to, throw out there for how you want to decorate the village, we're getting to that part of it where, we're going to continue expanding, but at the same time, in between there, I want to find, new things to do, right? So new little challenges or new ways to make money, new decoration type stuff. So let me know what you think. We got one more day. I think that's how we'll start the next episode. Is we're gonna roll into fall. We're gonna turn in this big mission, and yeah, we'll kind of go from there. With all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Go out there, be a good person. It's not that hard, and I will see you on the next one.